There are e-scooter trials in more than 30 regions across the UK, but with experiments being shut down and serious, sometimes fatal injuries plaguing their reputation, is their part in our future transport network under threat? Last week, Parisians voted to rid the streets of the French capital of rental electric scooters, with 90% of votes cast supporting a ban, albeit with a less than 10% turnout. Now attention turns to the schemes here in Britain, as the government looks to possibly legalise all electric scooters in 2024. The UK General Manager at e-scooter company Voi, Jack Samler, says operators need certainty on the future of the industry in the UK.
Voi alone, we've had over 25 million rides to date and around 40 to 45 million across shared e-scooter schemes across the whole of the UK. But all of that requires investment. It requires investment in the e-scooters themselves, in the technology that powers them, in our staff, in our warehouses. And for us to continue that investment, we need more assurance on the future of e-scooters.
The trial in Birmingham was shut down in March because local government failed to close bids in time to renew the contract and safety concerns. A 12-year-old boy died in December when an electric scooter he was riding crashed with a bus in the city. But going forward, Voi remains optimistic about the part the technology has to play.
We know they cut congestion and pollution and they help our cities meet net zero goals. And I think we can't shy away from the fact that we have to change the way we move. And that means moving away from a dependency on cars and trying to find other ways of moving around.
Whilst cutting emissions is a positive for the environment, the National Federation of the Blind UK is campaigning to end the trials and keep the scooters illegal. Sarah Gayton is the shared space coordinator.
Well, both the rental and the illegal ones are being actually used sort of chaotic in the city. You know, the rental ones, we've seen them being ridden on the pavement, they've been ridden over pedestrian crossings, and they're actually passing sort of blind, visually impaired people, other pedestrians, within a hair's breadth of them. And that's terrifying because you can't hear these things. And even if they did have a sound on, they're coming too fast for you to sort of try and get out of the way.
In 2021, Voi designed scooter racks in collaboration with the Royal National Institute of Blind People. But the NFB UK say in practice these have been ineffective.
Well, the parking racks are like chocolate fire guards, absolutely useless. I mean, firstly, they were parking them or putting them on pavement areas or public spaces areas, and that's a complete no-no. You know, it's extra clutter on there. It was also encouraging people to ride to them if they did want to leave them there. But, you know, 9 times out of 10, well, nearly all the times I saw them in Birmingham, I saw them in Northampton, e-scooters are still being left, knocked on the floor next to them, about 10 metres away, 20 metres, 30 metres away across the opposite side of the road. So it was never going to work.
A recent government consultation revealed there was widespread support for legislation and an overwhelming view that clear regulations are needed. Legislating e-mobility will not be an easy ride for Rishi Sunak's government. Jack Carson, GB News.